Today we're going to be taking a look at this Tesla Stealth 40 watt kit. I mean, she's a lean, mean, stealthy vapor machine. Packs a punch! And that was only at 30 watts set to 500 degrees. So check it out, here's the packaging. This sucker comes in on the back. You got a sticker with all this other information, which I'm going to go over. But this red sticker means this is the red version. Comes in 4 different color options: red, blue, black, or white. On the box, it's got this dual shelf. Pop the first shelf out, and you got the red unit, which is already pre-wrapped with plastic to keep everything protected. Pop that sucker back in, pull the bottom shelf out, and you got these extra goodies. It comes with a Stealth 40 watt mod user manual, a shadow tank user manual, a certificate of inspection card. You receive 2 extra O-rings or gaskets, and in that bottom shelf you receive your shadow 2mm tank, an extra glass tube, a USB cable for charging, and an extra coil head. You receive 2 coil heads, one pre-installed into the tank as you guys can see, and then one up here as you guys can see. So here's a close-up view of the shadow 2mm tank. Holds 2 mils of e-liquid. She's constructed mostly of stainless steel. She's 22mm in width, and she's 52mm in height. She's got dual adjustable airflow at the base, and whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the exact same on this side. Perfect amount of restrictiveness. Got a stopper right here so it doesn't spin into place, as you guys can see. Can you hear that? She's stopping into place. You can close her off all the way. You can open her up all the way. I prefer wide open. You get a nice restrictive lung hit like that. 510 threads are nice and smooth. It's got a protruding 510 pin. And at the base it says designed by Tesla. At the top you got your Delrin standard 510 drip tip. Comes out like so, and it is double O-ring at the base. Nice comfortable drip tip, and this thing fits snug as a bug. I mean, fits perfect. Okay, pop this out. Down there, you see that? That is your coil. This is your coil head in here. It's just like the Cleto where you have the top cap which screws into the coil head, and this is top fill. Easy peasy top fill. Unscrew the top cap and just fill her up in between the coil head and the tank section. And here's a close-up look at that top cap. Everything is nice and beefy about this. Tesla makes really good quality products. Tank section pops out. Be gentle. There you go. And there is the gasket. You know, this is a really snug fit, but you know, it keeps everything sealed in. And you can pull this gasket out, of course. You don't have to, unless the tank breaks, but you got an extra one. That's a good thing. You got an extra glass tube. Coil head unscrews from the base. Threads are nice and smooth. They're not the smoothest. They're not Aspire smooth, but they're smoother than most other Chinese products. So here's the coil that comes pre-installed into the tank. It's a 316 stainless steel 0.6 ohm coil head, and you got your feed holes, your feed slots. You got 4, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Uses organic cotton. And you got those black O-rings. That means it's the 0.6. And here's the extra coil head that comes with this kit. This is the SS316SS 1 ohm coil head, and you know it's the 1 ohm because it's got the red O-rings, and it says 1 ohm right there. Got 2 feed slots on each side to equal 4. Uses organic cotton. Vertical coil, just like the 0.6 ohm. Go ahead and screw the pre-installed coil head into the base. Next step, you want to pop 3 or 4 drops in there. I'm not going to do that with this because I'm giving her away, but make sure that the cotton is completely saturated. If you run it in temperature mode, which you can with this because it's a stainless steel coil head, you can get away with 2 or 3 drops. And then we pop the tank on there. Pop this tank on there. Before that, you got to pop the gasket. It's got to be sealed in. And some people say, Rip, why is my tank, my sub-ohm tank leaking? Why is this leaking? Why is that leaking? You got to make sure that your tank has all the O-rings that it's meant to have on there. If it doesn't, if it's missing an O-ring, it's going to leak, man. Pop this on there. I fill her up in between the coil head and the tank like I mentioned before, and then I pop a top cap on there. Make sure she seals in. Tight, tight, tight. Drip tip. And we're rocking. So here's the Stealth 40 watt mod. She comes in 4 different color options like I mentioned: blue, red, white, or black. She's 61mm by 47mm by 27mm. On one side she says Stealth 40 watt. On the other she says Teslacigs. Oh yeah, and this mod is constructed of zinc alloy. On the front bottom, you got your menu screen, and at the base of the mod, you got wattage up, wattage down buttons and holes for battery venting. On one side at the bottom, it's got a USB port for charging. At the top, it's got about a thumbnail-sized fire button, nice clicky fire button. And down here on the side, you got your 510 connection with a spring-loaded 510 pin. And right now, the menu screen is locked. To unlock it, 5 clicks, the fire button does it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she is unlocked. And right now, with nothing screwed into the device, it shows the wattage, the temperature, and the battery gauge. And when I hit the fire button, it says no atomizer, because nothing's on there. Just like I mentioned before, this is a max 40 watt device. You can vapor between 7 and 40 watts in 0.5 increments. When you take her above 40 watts, it goes into mechanical mod / bypass mode. To get out of mechanical mod / bypass mode, you hit the wattage down button and you're back in regulated wattage mode. And you can also hold down the wattage buttons and it'll scroll. So if I scroll down beyond the 7 watt marker, it will take me back into mechanical mod / bypass mode. And if I keep going down, it'll take me up top to 40 watts. And if I go up again, it'll take me back into mechanical mod / bypass mode. Up again will take me back to 7 watts. So it does round robin. So I'm going to go ahead and screw the shadow tank onto this mod. Hit the fire button, and the first thing it's going to ask me is this a stainless steel coil head? And this is how you change it in temperature mode. This is the only way for this mod. You guys first screw a tank on there. It reads, well, what is this? What's going on? And then you choose whatever you have on here. So I've got a stainless steel coil head, but if let's say I had a nickel coil head or a titanium coil head, I can scroll to nickel, scroll to titanium, scroll to normal regular wattage mode, go back to stainless steel because I have a stainless steel coil head in here, hit the fire button, and then it asks me, is this a new coil or is this a pre-existing coil head? I'm going to go ahead and say new, and then boom, I'm a rockin'. And since I'm running this bad boy in temperature mode, what I want to do, the first thing I want to do is lock the resistance. In order to do that, you want to hold down the fire button and the wattage down button down at the same time. And she's locked. And you do the exact same thing to unlock it. Now, in order to lock the power, what you want to do is hold down the fire button and the wattage up button down at the same time. And she's locked. You cannot adjust the power now, or the wattage. To unlock her, you do the exact same thing. And now you can adjust her. And in order to adjust the temperature, what you got to do is lock this device. In order to do that, 5 clicks the fire button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's locked. Once she's locked, hold down the wattage up, wattage down buttons down at the same time. And you can adjust the temperature. Once you have her set, hit the fire button 5 times. And then you can vape at the temperature you have it set to. And just letting you know, in temperature mode, you can vapor all the way down to 0.05, all the way up to 0.1 ohm. And in variable wattage mode, you can vapor all the way down to 0.1, all the way up to 3.5 ohms. Oh yeah, and the battery that's in this sucker is a built-in 1300 milliamp hour LiPo. Also, and the way that I hold this thing while I vape is I make sure that my middle finger is right in front of the menu screen and then my index finger is up here. That way I'm not blocking off the airflow, and then my thumb is, boom, right up here. Easy peasy. What a sleazy. So the coil head that I have in this shadow is the pre-installed 0.6 ohm stainless steel coil head. I'm vaporing at 30 watts, bumped her up to 550 degrees, and I got the airflow wide open all across the board. Here we go. And I love how I can take long hits, man. Temperature mode for this device is killer. It really is. One thing I do want to point out, though, on the 4th or 5th hit chain vaping, you're going to notice that in temperature mode, it's going to start pulling back a lot sooner because this is just a 40-watt device. Now, for some of you guys, that may be a con. For me, chain vaping, I usually don't do that. I'll take 2-3 hits max in a row, put it down, go do my thing, come back 10 minutes later, pick it up, and by that time, I can take a long-ass hit, and it can be, it's just so good. For some of you guys that just want to chain vape and chain vape and chain vape, you're probably not going to like this device in temperature mode. Also, the fact that this is just a 40-watt max device, you're probably not going to like that either if you prefer vaping 50, 60, 75, 100, 150, 200 watts. This is going to just be weak sauce for you. And you know what? While we're at it with the cons, I'm going to go ahead and state this. Anything larger than a 24mm device, it's just not going to fit. 24mm barely fits. It barely works. And also, another con, the fire button, it rattles. This is going to be nitpicky, but it rattles. Hear that? Like I showed you guys in the close-ups, this thing houses a 1300 milliamp hour LiPo battery, and 1300 milliamp hour ain't gonna last long. If you're looking for a device that has got big battery capacity, this is not for you. And with the tank, it could definitely use more airflow. For the guys that are airflow hogs, you're probably not gonna like this. It's a wide open, it's a restrictive lung hit. It's a smooth lung hit, but it's restrictive. I dig it. I could vape like this all freaking day, but for you airflow hogs, like I mentioned, you're not gonna like this. Not the tank. And for the juice capacity hogs, this only holds 2 mils of e-liquid. So if you're looking for a tank that holds a lot of e-liquid, it's in the tank. Not for you. And another subjective con, the way to hold this thing, it's not like most of your mods, just because the way this thing is designed. You don't just grab it like this and vape because you're going to be covering up the airflow slots. You got to make sure you hold it the correct way. I'm sure there's plenty of correct ways, but the way that I recommend, like I showed you, the middle finger over the menu screen, the index finger up here, thumb up here, and then you take a hit. Some of you guys and gals, you're not going to want to deal with that. You just want to pick up a mod and go. To me, I do not consider that a con though, because I played sports, I played baseball, and it's all muscle memory. You just go to grab it. Every time you go to grab it, I've already got it, just like that. It's like going to grab a baseball and going into 2C mode, 4C mode, curveball mode, slider mode, change up mode. It comes natural to me. Oh yeah, good every freaking time. Oh yeah, the juice that I'm vaping on today is this transmission from the Merge line. This stuff is off the freaking chain, man. I've gone through 400 mils of this. That's how much I've been enjoying this. Again, I did not create this. I just teamed up with Flawless to do this merge. Transmission is a strawberry lemonade with watermelon on the end, and it's got this zing to it. If you go watch my merge video, if you already watched it, you know what this stuff is. But it's off the chain, man. The beauty of the Merge line is that no less than 20% of the profits made from this juice line is going to the Right to Vape campaign. And then after that, once the Right to Vape campaign is completed, no less than 20% of the profits made from this line are going to vape advocacy indefinitely. Hell yeah! The mod, it is stealthy, it's compact, it's beefy. Teslacigs makes really good quality feeling products. The fire button, love the position. It's the size of your thumbnail. It's comfortable. It's like a rubbery, clicky feeling. Like the where the mini screen's positioned. The watch up, watch down buttons. You got that indentation down below so you can pop it on your desk. It's not going to wobble around everywhere. The engravings on the side, it's just a great touch. I like the fact that it's regulated. 40 watts. It's definitely enough for me. For what this thing does, the size of the battery that's in here, it packs a little punch, man. It really does. I'm telling you, and the flavor, the tank, I like the airflow. It's a nice restrictive lung hit. It's got a 2 mil tank, but I'm not going to be vaping on this all day. I'm going to go out 2-3 hours max. I could vape on this 2-3 hours. The battery, it goes fast, but it charges fast. USB port on the side, you can stand up while it charges. It's a convenient little piece, and your hand just swallows it whole. I really like the standard Delrin 510 drip tip that comes with this. It's comfortable to the lips, feels good in the old lips, but I like the fact that you can take it out, pop in your favorite standard 510 drip tip, and go. Top fill is easy. The fact that Teslacigs included an extra glass tube is a big pro in my opinion, because if you were to lose or break this tank, you have that one to go to. The 2 coil heads that come with this, you receive 2 stainless steel like you saw, and there's no break-in period for those coil heads. Flavor's been phenomenal. Each coil head has lasted me like 2 weeks, and that's vaping in temperature mode, not wattage mode, so I'm not ragging these coil heads out. It's phenomenal in temperature mode, and wattage mode is phenomenal as well, and the fact that in temperature mode you can run this thing in titanium, nickel, or stainless steel, and you can run in bypass mode is another big plus. Every other delivery system that's 24mm and smaller has fit on this, been compatible, screw down flush, oh yeah, made a connection. So as far as price point, I'm seeing 2 shops sell this sucker for about $60, and $60 for me. I know some of you guys are like, oh, $60 for a 40 watt device or kit. Yeah, I mean, it's only 40 watts, so if you want more than 40 watts, this isn't for you. 40 watts is not really that low to me. I typically vape between, I would say on average, nowadays, I would say anywhere between 50 and 75 watts is where I've been hanging, especially using the Pharaoh, man, because that thing is a freaking beast. But with this thing, 40 watts, with this sub-ohm tank, with a 0.6 ohm, 1 ohm, it kicks ass, man. The flavor is phenomenal. Hell yeah, if I would have lost this thing today, I would definitely go out tomorrow and buy it. Now on to the giveaway. I'm giving away 2 of these kits, and in order to participate, you can only participate over at riptrippers.com. Once you get to riptrippers.com, click on giveaways. Once you click on giveaways, you're going to see the post at the top. It's going to say Teslacigs Stealth 40 watt kit, 2 kit giveaway. Click on that. Follow the instructions. You can only participate in that post at riptrippers.com. You cannot participate here on my YouTube channel. If you do, you're going to be disqualified. Good luck! This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.